We've been playing today with a Slinky and a concept that was inspired by a Slinky. Actually, a Slinky that I heard on the radio, on the podcast, Radiolab, and I had never tried it, but I had the image in my mind from the episode that I heard. And here we have a Slinky. And what I want you to do is watch the bottom of the Slinky. I'm going to let go of the top, watch the bottom. What happens is the bottom of the Slinky remains suspended in space as the top is dropping. And the reason is, as Radiolab so elegantly explained, the information that the top of the Slinky had dropped hasn't reached the bottom until the very end, and as soon as the information that nothing is holding up the bottom reaches the bottom can fall. I was working on a technique with Chad a few weeks ago, and I was struck by this image of the Slinky. We've been working on the concept of a connected body drop, and the thing that was really getting to me was I was trying to make my body rigid, and what I realized I was actually doing was I was trying to make my body drop not just connected but simultaneous. I was trying to drop my hand at the same time as I dropped my hip. What that actually requires, though, is a separate command to the hand and the hip. You are going to drop together in 3, 2, 1, drop. But that's not actually what should happen. Like the Slinky, I can be connected. The Slinky is connected, but the bottom doesn't drop until it's time to drop. So the same thing is going to happen here. I'm going to drop at my ankles, and then my knees, and then my hips, through my body, through my shoulders, my elbows, and my wrists. Everything is connected, but nothing drops until it's time to drop. So it's like a whip. And so tonight we've been working on a number of techniques, and I'll show them all briefly now. Danny, if you could. So we started with a technique from here, and the idea is, with all of these techniques, we've been working on two things. That Slinky body drop, and also this feeling that I've called drifting, where you just get uke, oh, that's too much. You get uke starting to move, but you're connected, so you just feel we're just both drifting. And then I drop like a Slinky. So that was one. And then what was the next one? Then we did a Sumiyotoshi type throw, where I'm going to drift off here. Now again, I want to reach in. I want to feel connected here, and where is it? There we go. Get that? And then here. Now here's something interesting. When I say connected, this is another mental image that the Slinky helped me with. You can picture those Slinky rings. It's a shame this is a mini Slinky, because otherwise I would put it around both of our arms. The Slinky goes not just on one side, it goes around us. It goes around the arms, around the shoulder, around the body, and around here. And it goes all the way around to Danny's feet. The point is, it goes around. The connection should be the whole arm. Should be the whole body. If it becomes the right side, the thumb side of the arm, or the pinky side of the arm, and one gets overloaded, then it's not going to work. Danny's going to be able to get out of it. But if I can make that connection, that Slinky goes all the way around, not that I'm going to be able to do it perfectly just now, but the better I can get all the way around, the better. And then drop. We then did a variant where I didn't actually move my feet. You'll notice, though, I do have to shift my weight a little bit. So I'm the same thing. I'm reaching around, here. Where is it? There. And what was the next one we did? Did we do Shiro after that? This is another fun one. So from here, the 2 points are going to be the back of my palm and this part. This part is Danny's hips. This part is Danny's shoulder. And again, I'm looking for a feeling of drifting. Because my hands are moving the same amount as his body, I just feel a drift. I should feel Danny's hips trying to come inexorably forwards and the shoulders back, and then the Slinky drops. Did I miss one?
I don't think so.
So those are some of the techniques that we played with, but I think we did a bunch of them and we didn't quite perfect them, but we just kept moving on because the point is they're all the same. There are all these different manifestations, but what it really comes down to is making a connection over that whole connection point, not just the thumb, not just the pinky. If you're pulling with something, say these, then you're pushing an equal amount to even everything out so that you can remain connected fully. And then you're dropping like a Slinky, one piece at a time. You're connected, but you allow the drop to happen at the correct pace, rather than trying to say, I'm going to drop the hand in 3, 2, 1, drop. No, you're just a Slinky, and you're just going to drop as you need to. So play with those techniques that we just showed, or really with any technique. The Slinky is my new favorite analogy, and you'll find it pretty much anywhere. So play around with that, and we'll see you next time.